What's up, people? I felt like doing a double upload today, and today we're gonna play some good old Paladins Champions of the Realm. And my buddy here who plays Koga wanted to join, so shout out to him. So today I'm gonna talk about my problems with Paladins. There she is! Maeve! Video's over. I'm done. Maeve is the sole problem with Paladins. Where do you look like? I don't like that, Koga. But today I'm gonna talk about what the fuck is wrong with Paladins, in simple words. And let's start with Maeve, since we're already on that topic. So, I generally dislike Maeve, of a whole bunch of reasons. Firstly, let's first take up the argument that Maeve requires skill. And I care to disagree. Because, yes, every character requires some level of skill. For example, Kinessa requires you to aim. And then Maeve doesn't really require that much skill. Kinessa is, for example, one of the hardest characters in Paladins. Because Kinessa is very dependent on aim. And if you can't aim, then you're fucked. As I say, I'm really kind of try-harding while playing Kinessa to, you know, land every shot and deal a lot of damage. But with Maeve, you don't really need that. I mean, yes, aim is a little bit of playing her, but you just run around and throw some knives, and if you're lucky, or if you're close enough, you'll hit all of them. Well, if you're playing Kinessa, you need to aim, you need to sit back and try hard. Like I'm doing. Heh. I'm definitely not the tryhard of Paladins. Could I be that? But I get it. Not every hero should be something that you really do a sweaty tryhard on. But that is not where it is not. That is not where the problem lies. No, the problem with Maeve and some of the other low skill characters comes when people label them as skill. Because yes, in Paladins people think that Maeve requires skill. That is a fucking running joke. And it is not really the case at all. Because Maeve doesn't really require that much skill. A character that actually requires skill is Kinessa or Xin. No, not Sin. Maldamba. Sin requires a bit of skill too, but... Or I could even say Victor, even though he's basically a Call of Duty character. Because that is Victor in Paladins. They should rename him Call of Duty. That's not an opinion I'm proud of. But let's move on from the skill aspect. What about Maeve makes me more annoyed? Well, I main Pip, Kinessa, Terminus, and Vatu, and Maeve gets skins like every day. And I'm not even over exaggerating. Maeve will in the next battle pass, because Paladins runs with battle passes, Maeve will get a skin next battle pass. Jippika fucking J. Meanwhile, Pip will also get a skin, and that will be his first skin in about 3 years. I think even 4 years. That's 3 years. That is an insane amount of time since he last got a skin. Meanwhile, Maeve got in 2018, I think, or 2019. No, 2019 it was. She got skins in 3 out of 6 battle passes. And a lot of times, sometimes the skins weren't even that good. For example, if you play Paladins, then you know the street style skin for Maeve. And people does not really like that skin a lot. Because it is not the prettiest thing. And I think a lot of players agree with that. Or Pirate's Treasure Maeve. It is not that good looking either. And then we have Rave Mave, which is basically, I want something that makes me want to cut my ears off. I said ears, not ass. There's a difference. But, and meanwhile, in that entire year, Pip didn't get a single skin and Kinessa got 1 skin. Or 2. Also, what? Now that I think about it, did I even say my iconic intro? The Welcome to the Skunkworks one? I don't think I did. Never mind. What else is wrong with Paladins then? Now this character has given me fucking nightmares. And that is Janos. Because Janos has an ability called Void Grip, where he lifts you up in the air and makes you take damage from everyone. And on sometimes if he's not running a certain talent, you can flee with a Kinessa teleport or a Vatu dash. And if he's running another talent, then you can't escape. Then you have to take damage from splash damage to flee, which is only possible with Pip. And some other characters like Eevee, I think. Let's hope my buddy here does that. Nope, he's fucked. He's fucked. What the fuck? And Janos, just like Maeve, gets too many skins. I think Janos gotten like 4 skins this year. Or 4 skins recently. And Void Grip is the least skill dependent ability in the entire game. Because you just have to aim in the general directions and you will lift someone up and make them into an easy kill. That is how easy Janos is. Yes, that is a real character. Lift someone up and then his ult can one-shot every squish in the game too. So that's fun. That's really fun for someone who's just trying to sit in the backlines Kinessa and have a good day. The only thing that makes Janos a little bit balanced is that unlike Maeve, Janos just can't run away like a little piece of shit and survive everything and then come back in and kill you with 2 daggers. That the reason they did that high amount of damage was to make Maeve make Maeve playable. And they nerfed Vatu to make Maeve more easily played. They legit nerfed Vatu, a character that has a pretty high skill floor for a flank. They nerfed him to make Maeve more playable. Whose cock is Maeve sucking? And Janos, he isn't that good of a healer too, so I can get why he has Void Grip. But I still think they could rework that ability. Especially now that when they're reworking Cauterize after 5 years. So how long it now has been. Which I by the way think is a stupid idea because Cauterize is the best item in the game and is like that for a reason. But you know, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about balancing in the bugs in the game. I mean, as you can see, such a great game as Paladins can't have any bugs, right? They can't have any bugs in this masterful game. This lovely, amazing game. They surely can't have any bugs. What the fuck, Maeve? And yes, they have a bug. A lot of bugs. Like, I think around 100 bugs. Okay, I think I am overreacting a little bit, but they have a lot of bugs, and one of the bugs that has been pissing me off the most recently is a bug where you log into a match, but you can't come into the match. They just put you in the loading screen, and then they throw out the loading screen, and when you try and restart the computer, you're still in the loading screen. No matter if the match should have ended a million years ago or just recently, you can't escape the loading screen unless you restart the game. No, not the game, the computer. Yep. Oh, Maeve left. Lol. Apparently Maeve does require skill. And it was too hard for that person to play it, even though the person was around level 100. But now I don't personally find that bug to be too hard to fix. But imagine if you have a shitty ass computer. That I lost my third play kill streak. Imagine if you have a shitty ass computer that takes like 30 minutes to restart. Then that bug kind of destroys your day, because 30 minutes, that's a lot of fucking time. And time is money, so to speak. Time is important, and we fucking lost. Now I'm just gonna report that Maeve for leaving. Obvious reason to report people. And also, actually maybe I haven't lost my body. The reporting system in this game sucks ass. Yes, I reported countless people, and yeah, none of them has ever really been kicked. Sex also realm. Let's see, can we do something fun today? Nah, sounds like too much time investment for too little. But let's go on to the next character that I have a problem with. And that is Furia. I'll also go with Vatu because why not? But Furia, what is wrong with Furia then? You might ask. You might very well wonder, why do I dislike Furia? Now, just like with Genis, there's one little fucking ability, which I like to call Furia's Piss Beam. She opens a huge hole in the sky and rains down a beam of light, I think it's meant to be. But it's like piss. Please say the bug doesn't happen again. Please say it doesn't. Oh, thank God. Like, when I'm in the loading screen, I'm literally terrified that this piece of shit bug is gonna happen. I'm literally terrified of this bug because it is such a pain in the ass to get past. But that beam, it is not too bad of a ability. It moves forward slower than a fucking turtle in a wheelchair. And you can modify it, so to speak. You can go with one talent where it will make your, it will heal your tank, and if you stop it, it will heal your teammates. Or another where it stops on a person and can solo kill it. What do you want? What do you want, Nando? Hehe. Don't say it's jerking off to this content. But what makes Furious Beam so annoying is that you can also spam it, because she has a couple of cards which will remove the cooldown of the beam immediately. You can have 2 of these stun beams out at the same time. Now that sounds like real good balancing if you ask me. Right, guys? Right, guys? Yeah, that is a pain in the ass. I've even heard stories about players quitting because of Furious Beam. Now, if you ask me, that's a fucking problem. That is a problem for a game that has a lot of good other characters. Like for example, Ceres here. A really good healer that you have to kind of try hard with. But she's also very player friendly. Fuck. How did she hit me? Never mind. Yes, never mind. And then let's talk about another character I have a problem with. Because this is just me complaining for a long ass time. And that is Willow. That is fucking Willow. Now, this character has destroyed my days so many times. Because this character, she doesn't have a fucking hitbox. It's almost like that. Her hitbox is as existent as the Maeve main's brain cells. A little too harsh of a joke there, don't you think? But oh, I got the kill. There. Now let's hope our team can get the rest of them. Yep, great work, team. Now, what makes Willow so fucking annoying? Other than the lack of hitbox and how the Paladins hitbox are very inconsistent. I think that is the best word to say it. Is sometimes you can shoot someone really far away and get a headshot even though you aimed for legs, and some other times you can just shoot at someone and 3 shots should hit, but none of them do. Yeah, the hitboxes in this game are pretty bad. Fuck, but what makes me hate Willow is her abilities. Her fucking abilities. So, let's start with how she can throw out a literal minefield. And that is just her first ability. She can also throw out a field that will not allow anyone to get healing. Not at all. Healing? Nope. It's as existent as the Maeve main's brains. And then we can also add that she can deal like, I think 800 damage with her primary fire. Which is insane. If you ask me at least. But I mean, I play a lot of Kinessa, so it's really that bad? I don't know. But at least Willow is stuck in the same situation as Pip is. Where she'll get a skin next battle pass, after 69 years. So yeah, as you can hear, I'm pretty fucking tired of Harry's bullshit. And Tori, are you watching this? Watching. Machine Tori. No swearing, small PP. Speak for yourself, man. Speak for your fucking self. Swearing PP boy is bad. Yes, I am. If you can, now that you're hearing this, fuck you. Jokes aside, I don't know. Yeah, because my stream isn't big, but yeah, jokes aside, this video will probably get a lot more views soon. But anyway, this next part I need to discuss is balancing. I know everyone will think like, oh, balancing, so boring. Oh, are you a balance nerd? No, I do not really give a fuck about balancing. But when they nerf Vartus, so this was by the way earlier on 15%, now it's on 10%. Wanna know why? Because it was apparently too broken and people kept banning Vatu in comp. Dude, does it look like I give a fuck about the ban in competitive? Or ranked as it's called? No, only sweaty tryhards play ranked. And yes, I do play some ranked sometimes, but that is beside the point. I think the only reason they nerfed Vatu, because he was a fairly balanced hero from the beginning. High skill ceiling, you know, pretty high skill roof too. Fuck off, at her. I should not let him be in this game. But jokes aside. When it comes to, he also dealt 900 damage, with one kunai throw before, which was pretty high, but you had to be like in the enemy's face to deal that damage. Now, if you deal the same damage, if you try and deal the same damage nowadays, I think you'll get around 860 damage. I wonder why. Meanwhile, Maeve can do like 800 damage times 2 every second. Because Maeve can throw 2 sets of daggers every second, I believe. I'm not too big of balance now. But when you... What is wrong, Harris? When you nerf a balanced character, and the only reason they do a lot of damage is because they are hard to play. When you deal something that actually requires skill, you try and remove that, what do you think people will do? Will people now play the high skill, medium damage champion? Or will they play the low skill, too much damage champion? What do you think, Harris? They nerfed just to make Maeve more viable. They nerfed a balanced character just to make Maeve more viable. And Vatu wasn't even the best flank. He was in the top 10, yes. I think even he was in the top 5. But he was not the best. No, he was far from best. He had some issues, but I think also this game is buggier than fuck, if I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, I'll just switch topic because I'm genuinely getting angry over Maeve being such a no-brain character. And how the devs won't fix the problem. Because Maeve has a lot of problems. And just like a lot of other characters, she does need some love from the devs. There's a lot of characters like Willow, Strix, Jing, Pip, a lot of characters that deserve some love from the devs. But instead they're like, no, let's make Maeve sexy. Maeve's, by the way, a child, but I think even you can see this bug. Nope. Okay, I think, did they fix that? Nope, they haven't. They have not fixed that. If you twist it, yep. Small peepee boy. Shut the fuck up, kid. Nobody loves you. Okay, I'm not gonna be toxic. I'm so sorry for that, guys. But let's now talk about. Let's just switch topic. Pepe, isn't that like another word for skunk? I think it is. I mean, I could also report him in game, so. But nothing will happen because it's Paladins we're talking about. Does anyone think they actually care? Well, we might just. The Paladins player base might just go and suck a dick because of how much Paladins devs actually care. Paladins devs doesn't care, fuck! They don't care! They do not care! They genuinely do not care about this game. Which is sad, because this is such a good game. PP's a meme. Yeah, I know. This game needs some love from devs that cares about every character. Not just a Natsuki from Doki Doki Literature Club ripoff. I think everyone can agree that a good game, sorry for my stuttering there, a good game gives love to each and every one of the characters. Like Overwatch, for example. The only character that actually needs some love is Bastion. But let's not talk about that. Fuck you, Maeve. Now, should I discuss Azan and how he's a broken tank? Yeah, I kind of want to, but I genuinely don't have a lot of problems with Azan. Because I think he just needs a bit of just some nerfs and maybe a tiny rework. Like, back in the day, Torvald was really broken. Calm down there, Maeve. Now, that is, by the way, also another reason why Valkyrie got nerfed. Because Maeve was outclassed by Valkyrie every time. And the Maeve mains thinks that if a character can beat Maeve, that character deserves a nerf, because Maeve requires skill. And therefore Maeve can't be beaten. And if you want to know more about Maeve and how it feels like actually shitting on a piece of shit character, then you should check out Adric's video on Maeve. And he has talked a lot about other Paladins issues. And yeah, I'd just recommend going and checking out its Adric's. Because he has made so much great content on Paladins throughout the years. And I think he's worth checking out. So, yeah, shout out to you, Adrix. If someone of you watching or seeing this, go and check out the Adrix channel and say Skunk Boy sent you. Or something, I don't know. Cool. But anyway, now Brian Victor will be like, let's try hard and win. Let's beat the Maeve. Every Maeve main beaten in game. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop with that. But one thing I think the whole Paladins community needs to do is just at the devs and tell them we don't need more Maeve skins. All you Pip mains, Willow mains, Moji mains, everyone who is in this poor, shitty situation that a cheesy Natsuki ripoff gets every skin in every event. Let's just rise up and show Aharas that everyone is a victim here. Yago has only gotten like one skin and wasn't even in a battle pass, it was in a chest. Because, yeah, for some reason they also gave Tyra another skin, and she has like, I think at this point she has 18 skins. And meanwhile other damages like Kines has only around 10. Kines has been around since the game's earlier days. So yeah. I don't even know what to say, man. I think my little rant here is done. And let's just tell Paladins that we do not need skins for Maeve, Tyra, or Jing. And that what we need, really, is something for the characters that doesn't get love, that are forgotten. So until next time, guys, have a good one.